Hi, welcome to another ASIS Faces and Business Cases. I'm really lucky to have today with me Darren Carter. Hi, Darren.
Good morning, Letitia. How are you?
I'm really well. Thanks for taking the time. As always, we'll kick off. Quick question. Tell me what first attracted you to joining ASIS?
Well, that's an easy one for me, really. It wasn't an attraction at the beginning. It was an invitation, actually, by Mr. Clark, David Clark, actually, to come along to one of the seminars, which I think was spring around about 2008, 2009. But soon my fondness grew, to put it romantically. But I mean, it became an attractive proposition, actually. I think I attended probably one or two more before joining, actually, after that. And you know, it is the UK chapter is very busy, always has been, is well regarded, and if you take part in all that stuff, I mean, the social part of it is a big part of it, right? I mean, we call it, I mean, we're sociable people. It is a great social experience, but there are so many things come out of that. You know, formally and professionally, socially, we all need to enjoy ourselves. But that was the first kind of introduction I had to ASIS, and I become attracted to it, and then I kind of moving on through, as I said, I think that's 2008, 2009, and 2014 I joined operations board and moved into the board as it became reorganized in 2019, and then of course we went through, or I supported the fantastic Russell Penny in the work that was done through 2020 with a lot of reorganizing and rewriting a lot of articles, and it was quite a painful journey, but productive and quite satisfying. So yeah, I mean, it is. I've grown to know ASIS, the wider ASIS now, of course, having attended GSXs and ASIS Europe's, and understand what it's about. And for me, it's changed actually the journey, the pathway through ASIS. My relationship with it is, I mean, even now, and it has done for many years, has drifted into being a great value add for my business. I mean, particularly with regards to North American business, which the UK, particularly London hotel industry, thrives upon North American business. So that's opened up a lot of doors commercially for my business. So, I mean, no matter which way you slice it, it's been a great experience for me. So
and again, this is what I love hearing from people, because different people have different avenues, wants and needs from the association, and that's quite normal. But the heartbeat of it is, as you say, it's the network within, it's that social piece, it's developing friendships, and you know, we become familiar, and like you say, however you cut it up, we come across each other's paths, and you know, obviously it's a nice environment. So based on that then, and hearing obviously your background, you've previous involvement with boards and coming through that journey, what aspirations do you have for ASIS, and how are you contributing to those either improvements or those of yourself?
I think so. Our industry is extremely busy. I mean, we've just shared a panel yesterday where we discussed, you know, modernization, corporate security, etc. And there's, I mean, it's a thriving industry to be in. It's pretty exciting for lots of different reasons, but I think we just kind of need to take a measure of ourselves sometimes. And whilst we've got aspirations for an organization, we should and must have, it has to be, you know, forward thrusting, it has to be active, but we can't, you know, kind of overstretch ourselves. And I think what we're often guilty of, you know, through out of aspiration, is not doing well the things that we've committed to already, right? So I think I would kind of prefer to feel that we do things really well, or kind of revisit, having come through a pretty rocky 18 months. I know we keep referring to it, but it's still very much apparent. So just to revisit those things that we do really well, like the YP, the WIS mentoring program, making sure people are dialing into this stuff. And some people call it the softer side of it. I mean, this is what is the heartbeat of what makes people do what they do, no matter what facet of this industry you work in. So I think for me personally, and what I do, my chairmanship at our institute, which I'm proud to be within hotel security itself, is just kind of taking stock and giving evidence to members that you're actually committing to what you've said you would do in the past, and don't just excuse or will provide reason for why, oh, we couldn't do X, or the reason we haven't followed that through. So, I mean, as far as we all can, and bearing in mind that we're all volunteer members, paid up members of this beautiful organization, there's only so much we can expect of each other. But I think my aspiration would be that we, as members, as the board, with you guys, that we just, kind of revisit, take stock and commit to, driving forward things that we've pledged, I guess.
Perfect. And that's exactly what I keep reiterating, if we're all in this together, by members, for members, and keeping to our commitments, absolutely fundamental area to focus on. So thank you.
Sorry, and driving certifications, of course, right?
Well,
we can't forget that for anyone in HQ.
But the certifications, as we've heard from other people's journeys, sometimes that's what is the initial attraction, because their companies, their business expect that. So again, we've explored that with certain other people, and again, they stay for all the other reasons that we've already outlined. So again, different member journeys, and that's why I found these sort of little intros with members so interesting, because it really opens up the world to helping us understand all the different routes. So just to wrap it up then, Darren, what is the one area of security you think you'd like to hear more on from our ASIS programs?
I think ASIS globally has got quite a strong connection with the whole convergence piece. It's got a very mature ESRM program, if you like, a lot of literature, a lot of fantastic commentary, academic and actual examples of this stuff. However, so that's one thing I think should be, I would certainly like to know more of people's experiences of ESRM in application, in what it does in their business and for them. But what I do think is something which I really would like to do, and other organizations have done a great job in some respects, is the whole talent acquisition into our industry. So, the whole, I know it's quite a mature conversation, but I think this is something for me that I've seen with a really challenging recruitment arena now that we've got in hospitality in a broader sense, but it absolutely touches our industry as well. So we are, driving through first career with graduate programs, big corporates taking on graduate management programs through the various levels of risk and security. I mean, I would love to see these management programs that actually have an intake of security practitioners, graduates that want to do this stuff. Analysts, however their story begins. That I think would be, I mean, there's a couple of companies that I shan't mention through fear of not mentioning them all, but there are some great examples, but I think that's something which I would love to see much more of a robust effort in getting things much more dialed into where they are right now. A lot more people doing it, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Darren, you're not alone. Yeah, you're not alone with those sentiments. I think just even recently we've spoken on the board about that type of thing. I think we could go into a whole webinar on just that topic, and you'll get me fired up, because it's an area that I love. But we'll close that one for today, and we'll certainly pick that up at another time if you don't mind. But thanks, Darren Carter, for your time. Thanks for joining me today on ASIS Faces.
No problem. Appreciate the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.